We should be watching the early returns in Pennsylvania. Obviously, it's been identified by both campaigns as the state most likely to put them over the 270 electoral votes needed. In June, 538 published its election model, which determined Pennsylvania to be the most likely tipping point. Frank Luntz told Fox on Monday that if Trump wins either Pennsylvania or Michigan, so I guess he doesn't have to win both in this scenario, he will win the election. We don't project either candidate reaching 270 electoral votes without winning Pennsylvania, which is currently a dead tie, according to Decision Desk headquarters. Wow. 80,000 votes in Pennsylvania decided 2020. There are 90,000 Amish in Pennsylvania. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So that's the election right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
wow.
I don't think
90,000 Amish.
I don't think I sent in the video that Elon Musk tweeted out of just like the Amish going down the road lined up with Trump flags. That was pretty impressive.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
The second thing to watch for, how close is Virginia? Virginia is most likely Harris's for the taking, but her margin could be telling. I believe Trump needs to come within 7 points in Virginia to win the White House. Anything below 6, and he's very likely to win. And if it's somehow below 5, then he is winning decisively, according to Christian Hines, who's a political analyst. That's interesting as well. Muslims in Michigan, another thing to watch out for. The uncommitted vote dampened Biden primary victory in Michigan, and the same voters could spoil Harris's bid for the White House. There's been a sizable stable effort within the swing state to punish the vice president for her Middle East policy. Please do. Please. Whatever it takes. Okay? Whatever it takes to save this country. In the primary, 81.1% of Democrat voters chose Biden, but 13.3%, more than 100,000 people, chose the uncommitted option in protest. So will they do that in the general? I don't know. We'll see. Keep an eye on Harris's pitch to suburban women. Frequent character on the campaign trail with Harris has been, of course, Liz Cheney. I don't know how. I mean, do you really think anybody really likes her? She's just a useful idiot. And you're just using her. And then as soon as this election is over, you're going to spit her out like so much crap.
We got a clip coming up.
On what?
On Liz Cheney.
On Liz?
And her possible future.
Okay. Well, yeah, I got something on that as well.
Awesome.
Oh, that should be fun. And then the fifth thing to look out for is how Donald Trump fares in Iowa. In fact, we're going to talk to Steve Deace, who, of course, lives and broadcasts from Iowa. He's here this week because of the thing tonight, the Blaze thing. And I really want to talk to him about the Des Moines Register situation. They claim in their latest poll, Harris pulled ahead of Trump. If that's true, that's a real problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a real issue.
Sure. I don't.
The other newspaper, what's it called? The other one in the area?
Iowa Register or something?
Whatever they are, whatever the opposition paper is. They said if that happens, we'll shut down our operations. But if Trump wins Iowa, you should shut down yours. So we'll see how that turns out. But just to give you an idea of where these two candidates are, we got nothing out of Kamala Harris for what she plans in the future. All we heard is, Trump's a Nazi, Trump is Hitler. He's a danger to democracy. I'm looking ahead. I'm not looking behind. I'm a completely new person other than Joe Biden. So I bring my own unique viewpoints and considerations to the presidency. That's all. We never heard a policy. What do you really stand for? What are you going to do as president? Well, here's 20 things that Donald Trump has promised to do. 20. He'll seal the border, stop the migrant invasion. Number 2, carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. She's not going to do that. Not in a million years. He will end inflation, he says, and make America affordable again. Number 4, he will make America the dominant energy producer in the world by far. He'll open up, Anwar and so many things that have been shut down over the Biden-Harris administration. He'll stop outsourcing, turn the United States into a manufacturing superpower. Large tax cuts for the workers, no tax on tips. Defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our fundamental freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms. Number 8 promise, prevent World War III, restore peace in Europe and the Middle East, and build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our entire country. All made in America, he says. That I don't know why that hasn't been done in the first place. How is it that we haven't done that already? Number 9, end the weaponization of government against the American people. That would be nice. Number 10, stop the migrant crime epidemic, demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up offenders. For number 11, rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Strengthen and modernize our military is number 12, making it, without question, the strongest and most powerful in the world. Number 13, keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. He'll fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare with no cuts, including no changes to the retirement age. They continually lie about that he's trying to take away your Social Security benefits, your Medicare, Medicaid. He's not. And he's promised that he's going to fight for it. Number 15, cancel the electric vehicle mandate, cut costly and burdensome regulations. That'll change a lot of economic issues for us if he does that. Number 16, cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children. He'll keep men out of women's sports, as promised 17. He will deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campuses safe and patriotic again. Number 19, secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. That is so important. And finally, he says he'll unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success. That sounds like a pretty good agenda, if he can pull it off. Also, this week, he outlined some of the many steps he's going to take to fulfill his first promise, and that's to secure the border. He says he's going to strongly encourage Mexico to help stop the flow of illegals. We desperately need that to happen. But how are you going to get Mexico to discourage illegals going through their country on the way to us, or their own countrymen coming here? Well, if they don't do everything they can to stop the flow, he's going to impose an immediate 25% tariff on all goods coming from there.
Oh, avocados.
Avocados from Mexico.
Look out.
Look out. That would be...
Avocados from Mexico.
But this is what you've got to do. You've got to apply pressure. Well, that's our ally. That's our trading partner. We can't threaten that. Yes, you can. Yes. Because they are doing their damnedest to flood us with, the people that they don't want in their country. They don't want to take care of them. They can't make their country nice enough for all their residents, so they're fine with them flooding in here and then sending money back to Mexico. It is consistently either their number one revenue source, that's money from illegals in America going back to Mexico, or it's their second leading revenue source after tourism. But for decades, those have been number 1 and 2, and they go back and forth. So it's about time somebody encouraged them to do what they could to stem this flow.